off the thing. All right, my people, how you doing? Your favorite Ausares, Louise Uwacu in the building. My people, thank you so much for being here. It's going to be short and sweet, depending on which language that you speak. We're going to start in English, and then we're going to go into French, and then we're going to go into Kenya, Rwanda. These are the topics of the day, but it's open mic, so you can ask any questions about anything, and then we will answer you. So in English, we're going to talk about Women's Day. Trans women winning in everything proves men's superiority in everything. Yo, trans women coming in and winning all the women awards. Yo, what is the message? What are the men trying to prove? Are they trying to prove that they're better than women in everything? Because that's the message that we are getting. That's the message that we are getting. And then in French, we're going to talk about Macaroni au Congo, the French president went to Congo. It was a disaster, my people. It was a disaster, my people. The French president is so arrogant, is so insolent, has no respect for Congo, no respect for Congolese history, Congolese struggle. He did not mention one time, not even one time, that the Kagame criminal dictatorship of Rwanda is invading Congo and killing Congolese people, destroying a fellow African nation for the purpose of the destroyers to benefit the colonizers. My people, the French president, the French policy in Africa is so disrespectful. And it's about to end, okay? Because African people can't take it no more. They're like, no more. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about in French. And then we also going to talk about Tunisia. Oh, yeah. Tunisia has decided to officially be racist. It's like they were undercover racist. Now they're officially racist, white supremacists, Arab supremacists, and they don't want any Black Africans in their country. My people, the suggestion is that we boycott everything that Tunisia makes. You know, that's it. Boycott them. Hurt them where it hurts. Money, 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 money. And then in Kenya, Rwanda, we're going to talk about Rwanda invading Congo. And then a very, very funny case involving a Rwandan diplomat in New York who was exposed by another Rwandan lawyer. It's going to go down, my people. Thank you so much for being here. I see comments. Yo, Ziza. Yo, Jean-François and Ziza. I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Turikunge. And Jack Matongo. I see you. Bonsoir. Merci pour ton combat. Yo, on est ensemble. My people. So let's get this show started. If you have questions, please send them in. If you want to come into the show to speak your mind, it's open mic. All right, let's get it started. All right, my people. So this week it was Women's Day on March 8th. Today we're taping the show on March 10th. So can I say that I am offended as a woman that they gave a woman prize to a woman who was born as a man? You know, look at this. Women. The international award for women of courage goes to a man who was born as a man, but then he's identifying as a woman. all right? All of them were white people. Imagine that, So the joke was that the award for a woman with balls, how balls is like courage. The award for the woman with balls goes to a woman who was born with balls. Yo, what is going on? What is going on? It's like people are trying to prove that men are better than women at everything, because you see people who are born with men, they go to compete with women and then they beat women. So what exactly are they trying to prove? They're trying to prove the men are better than women in everything. Isn't that why in the first place the women were like, oh, we can't be playing with boys because they're just too good. We're gonna go be playing with our own sports with the girls because we're all girls. It's like women already recognize the men are better in sports and all these competitive stuff, and they're like, okay, we're gonna let the men play by themselves. When I was young, when I was growing up at school, I actually wanted to play on the men team, football. I was playing football, soccer. They call it soccer over here in North America, right? But we call it football in Africa, right? So because I was good in football and I grew up with boys and we would play football all the time, and then I went to school and then they had a girl team and they put me on the girl team. I was like, yo, the girl team sucks. I was like, I want to play on the men team. I grew up with boys. I've been playing football all my life. Can you please? I went to see the coach, man. I'm like, yo, coach, can you please allow me to play on the men team? Because I'm good. I'm so good. And I'm not going to keep being good if you let me play with the girls, because girls suck, man. And you know what the coach say? Like, no, Louise, you're a little girl. You can play with the girls. You can't play with the boys. Now, my reason for wanting to play on the male team was because I wanted to get better. And if you want to get better, you play with people who are better than you, okay? That was my reason for wanting to be on the male team. Because men were better, so that I could keep being good and become better. Now today, they completely refuse for me to play on the men's team. They completely refuse that I'm gonna play with the girls. So I had to play with the girls, and then I abandoned my team because they were so bad. I'm telling you, man, girls suck so much. Like, you're bringing me down. You're diminishing my level of playing. I can't play with you. And then my brothers are gonna laugh at me that I'm playing with little girls and they're so bad. My game is gonna go down. Now I can't even play with my brothers anymore because my game sucks, because I'm playing on a girl team, which sucks, okay? They refused, They refused me to go on the boy team. Like, you stay on the girl team. That's how it is. Today, we are grown up. We have grown up. And what do? What do, my people? They allow guys to play on our teams. It's like, what? Hells no. This stuff has to end. I don't know if you can say this on this show. Yeah, man, it is not fair. It is not fair. It's an injustice, okay? So it's like the only reason why these guys want to play on the girls' team is not even because girls are better or so that they can improve themselves. No, it's because the worst of the worst guys can come on the girls' team and he would still be so good on the girls' young girls, goes on the guy team, you're finished. That's what my coach was saying. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are. You're going to play with boys, they're going to break your legs. It's for your own good. I'm protecting you. All right? But these guys, they come to play on the girl team because they know they're going to beat all the girls. What message is that sending to children? It's not even encouraging children to get better and better and better, because you can just escape being good and playing with people who are so good and who are better than you. And then boom, you move, you go to a girl team, and all of a sudden, you're the best. You beat girls. Of course you beat girls. Yeah, but now it's not even just in sports, my people. It's not just in sports. Now it's an award for courage, for courage. And they give it to a woman who was born with balls, yo. Yo, what's up with that? Now, let me ask you a question, my people. Let me ask you a question, okay? I'm thinking, remember back then when there was a struggle, real oppression. I feel like there's a quest to drown real struggle, real oppression by coming up with some fake struggle, made up struggle. Now, let me tell you about a real struggle, real oppression is that Black people, when they were oppressed, when they were enslaved, when they were kidnapped from Africa for over 400 years, they could not escape racism, white supremacy by identifying as white. You could not escape it. You know, you can't just all of a sudden overnight say, oh, I'm white, so racism, oppression is not gonna touch me. No, everyone is included in this thing. It was a made up identity. It's like, you're Black, so we're going to oppress you. This is real oppression that happened, right? But now it's an oppression. They're making up some oppression. There's like a new white culture, because this is not coming from Africa, Africans, Black culture. It's like a new white culture that's making up an identity, allowing men to identify as women. And if people do not agree, then they start saying it's oppression, it's injustice. My people, do you see this? Like, we haven't even dealt with an injustice and an oppression that's lasted hundreds and hundreds of years. And now people are trying to drown this real life struggle, real life oppression, because they've come up with a new culture which allows men to change identity. They didn't allow Black men to identify as white men so that they can escape slavery. They didn't allow Black women to identify as anything so they can escape. But no, but white men can wake up and identify as women. And if you do not agree, then they're like, oppression, injustice. So now they're rewarding a guy for being brave because he campaigned for this new culture. My people, let me show you who I admire. You know, like, we haven't even started to give awards to so many women who have struggled for justice, so many women who have shown courage, so many women to celebrate throughout history. But we are already giving awards to a guy who's identifying as a woman, giving him women awards. Why can't people create trans sports so trans people can go and compete there? Why you gotta come to the women sports? Why can't you create awards so people can go there? Why you gotta be invading women things? You know, like, what's going on, man? So anyways, real women that we should have been celebrating, the heroes of the Haitian Revolution, my people. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman is a woman that I recognize as a hero, as a courageous woman, okay? We don't need any heroes that are identifying as women. We have so many real heroes, real women, real struggle that we have not begun to celebrate. Now, to close off this, this thing, let me tell you what's going to happen, okay? Me, myself, okay? I'm announcing right now that I am identifying as a billionaire. I identify myself as a billionaire, and I'm requesting the bank to deposit $1 billion into my bank account. And if they don't, they're so racist. And everyone, send me money to confirm my identity, because I identify as a billionaire. You gotta send me money to confirm my identity. The bank has to send me money to confirm my identity. And if you don't, oh my goodness, you're so racist. You're so racist. Why you gotta be so racist? Zaimuka Murenzi, I see you. Oh my goodness, we're gonna be talking about that in Rwanda, yo. Oh, Rwandan diplomats misbehaving in America, yo. Aizanjai, I see you, I see you, I see you. To you, Antoinette, yo, man, yo, Louise, this means that I'm gonna make her learn English. Yeah, man, you can learn English. You can learn any language. Languages is just tools, things that you pick up that you could use depending on where you are. What I love about the African culture is that the African culture has kept its culture alive for generations. And this is what keeps our African people alive. We need to keep our African culture alive, my people. And wherever we are not going to be bullied. We're not going to be intimidated by all these new fake cultures, fake science that's coming up, fake identities that's coming up. We have to be able to express our perspective from an African culture. We live in Canada, we live in America, we live in Europe, we live wherever we live in the whole world, and they claiming that it's a multicultural society. Canada right here claiming that it's a multicultural society. So I am expressing my African culture, my perspective from an African culture. And in our African culture that's been here for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, our culture is scientific, and it's been here for thousands and thousands of years. So we will not be bullied, yo. We are not going to join your fake identities. And you're going to have to send me billions of dollars to confirm my identity as a billionaire. Jali Mukamorenzi, Yeshat, yo, madrese mitenikoheres. My one and only Ugandan boyfriend. Yo, thank you so much. Your hero speaking truth to power. Yo, the truth is our foundation. And it does not matter if people are offended by the truth. If you're offended by the truth, you deserve to be offended. Your feelings don't matter. What matters is what happened in history. History is real, okay? You're not gonna make up some new struggles when we haven't even resolved real struggles that we have going on. Yo, my people, buy this book, The Heroes of the Haitian Revolution. All the women that we could be celebrating their courage, all the women who participated in the Haitian Revolution, all the Black women, African women who could not escape their fate by identifying as white women. May I remind you, my people, that in America, when white women could not breastfeed their babies for some reason, did they turn to other white men who identify as women in order to breastfeed their babies? That would have been the natural thing to do, right? Because there was so much racism, and it's like a white person would rather turn to another white person for anything and everything. White women could not breastfeed their children. Did they turn to white men who identify as women to feed their children? No, they did not. Despite all that racism, they turned to other women, Black women, so that they could breastfeed their children. So what I like about this whole drama, about this whole new identity, fake struggle, fake oppression happening right now, is that in this society, in Canada, in the USA, there's so many white people who are like, we ain't with our program. We are not with this program. This is a destructive program, and we are not with it. All right, my people. So I think that's it for the English section of our show. I would like to remind people that I do not support people who expose themselves in front of children just because you identify as a woman and then you go and expose yourself sexually in front of children. You're claiming to be educating them. I don't support that. I showed you a picture of it last week. This is what it is. Babies in front of babies. This is how real original African women educate children. This is a real original African woman dressed up properly. She is sitting in front of children because she has some wisdom to communicate to the children for the future. Wisdom. The only thing that makes you worthy of sitting in front of children and educating them is if you have wisdom to share. What are these new women exposing themselves sexually to children? What is the wisdom that they are sharing with children? Zero wisdom. And that's why we do not go with our program, my people. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We are not with our program. We're going to stick to our culture, multi-millennial culture that has made Africa great and that keeps making African people great and that will always sustain African people as great. You want to go with your new culture, with your new made-up identities, with your fake struggle, by all means, go and do it. It's a free world, it's a free society, but we're allowed to say that we're not with the program and we're not going to accept it. Keep it to yourself, keep it into your own world. Don't bring it to us, my people. Don't bring it to us. You don't have to. It's a multicultural society. You could do your thing in your own little corner. We could do our thing in our own little corner. All right, my people. Now let's move into French. Let's move into French, my people. Thank you so much for being here.